The State of the Union is strong. Our economy is the healthiest it has been in 3 decades.
That was, of course, President Bill Clinton beginning his memorable State of the Union address in 1996, where he famously declared the era of big government is over. Joining me now, one of the chief architects of that particular address and 3 other State of the Unions as well, we should note here, President Bill Clinton's chief speechwriter from 1995 to 1999, Michael Waldman. Good afternoon to you.
Great to be with you.
Also the author of a book as well, POTUS Speaks, finding the words that define the Clinton presidency. We want to make sure we get your plug in there for you. If you were writing tonight's State of the Union for President Obama, considering the current economic and political climate in this country, what would your major themes be?
Well, you know, a speech like this is not only the constitutionally required address to the Congress, but of course it's taking place at the beginning of the election year, and it's really the launch of his big argument to the country about his vision of government and what he hopes to see happen going forward. And it's in the context of this fracas going on the Republican side. So I think that he ought to be doing what I imagine he is doing, which is talking about the economy, talking about his vision, not what Congress is going to pass this year, but really what does he think the country needs, and do it in a terms not just of this policy, that policy, but really of what's his vision for the economy, what's his vision for the middle class, and what's his vision for the role of government.
It's been a while since we've heard such a memorable pronouncement as the era of big government is over. That one phrase really did a whole lot in terms of defining Bill Clinton's second term. And it really helped drive home the idea of triangulation as well. Where have those bold, quotable phrases gone?
Well, it's a good question. I mean, you know, State of the Union addresses always are these long laundry lists of policies.
Especially Bill Clinton's.
Well, and he loved that. But you know what's interesting is the public loved it, too. They actually want to hear from their president directly, almost unmediated. What does he want to have happen? And so the headline language comes from the bold ideas. You had that with George W. Bush saying there was an axis of evil at one of these State of the Union addresses. We haven't really heard that from President Obama in these speeches. He's been very focused first on the immediate economic crisis and then on what he might have a chance to get done with Congress. Sometimes it's when you're up against an opponent, whether it's the invisible opponent of your presidential foes or the Congress. That clarifies things, and I hope we'll hear from him a very strong argument, as he says, the make or break moment for the middle class.
Michael Waldman, it's a fascinating story you have, writing some of the most famous words that we've all heard and read. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you.
My pleasure.